What's up everyone, it's your boy Richard Wong, aka RW, back with another video, and today I'm going to dive into the Arturia V Collection 9. I love Arturia, it makes some of my favorite products. Analog Labs is a staple in my workflow, so we're definitely going to dive into that. I plan to have a lot of videos for the collection. Today I'm going to go into some of the newer things in the collection. First we're going to make a beat. Then we're gonna go into how I use the new Arturia collection, the new things in it to make the beat, and yeah, I'll give some of my thoughts. And I just want to say, not sponsored by Arturia, but you know, would love to be. Arturia, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? But before we get started, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, subscribe for more videos. Let's get it. Alright, here we are in the session. First thing I used was this Piano V3, which is new to the collection, the 1982 preset. Upon opening this, actually, what's really cool is that it gives you this calibration thing where it can calibrate to your MIDI controller if you play the keys on MIDI. If not, you click things in, it doesn't really matter, but it gives you more of a realistic feel because, you know, every MIDI keyboard is different. So that pops up, you calibrate, and then you get going. So this is how it sounds. I will definitely say the Piano V3 sounds much better than the V2. I guess they completely changed the engine because the sounds in this, they sound really good. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to go through each element because I do use the Piano V3. I use the new Augmented Voices, and I even use the new Prophet plugin. So they actually updated their Prophet VST, and they completely made it new. It sounds a lot better in my opinion. So let's first look into the piano. You heard what we did with it, but let's go through a couple of the presets. So we're just gonna go through here, and then yep, let's get it. I'm just gonna click here, and then we're gonna let it play, and I'm just gonna run through some. Alright, so those are some of the presets. As you can hear, they sound great. And of course, with Arturia, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can change the room it's in. You can add effects. You can also change the mic placement. And you can also add all the noises from the piano to give it more realistic feel, realistic sound. It's just a lot you can do with it. But the main difference, I'd say, improved sound, which is the most important. Improved user interface, which this looks way better than the old one. But it all comes with a cost. A little bit more CPU usage, not too much. Doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's there. I added a halftime section as well just to give it a little layer. And then we went into this Augmented Voices. This is actually, I believe, is this the default preset? It is. This is the default preset and it sounds great. So this is what it sounds like. Vocals sound really rich. The sound quality in this collection sounds amazing, especially the Augmented Voices, Augmented Strings. I haven't really tested out the Augmented Strings, like the full version. I have the intro version. I have a video about that. Let's pop it up right there. I don't think you can get that anymore for free though. What's new in this is that you can now dive in and just get into it and just tweak a lot of stuff. That wasn't there in the intro version of Augmented Strings, but in Voices and Strings now, full version, a lot of stuff you can tweak. I will say this is very reminiscent of Native Instruments Play series, just because, you know, they have layer 1, well, layer A, layer B is pretty much how they do their sounds as well. And even the controls, it looks a lot like it, but I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, just because the Play series is one of Native Instruments' most popular series. But let's get into some of the presets. Finally, I added this bass from the new Prophet, and as you see, improved user interface, and the sound quality just took a huge overhaul. I just had this funk bass preset, and it's how it sounds. Sounds great, sounds thick, sounds rich, amazing. And by the way, if you do download this collection and you already have the previous collection, it is separate plugins. For example, you still have the piano version 3, you still have the original Prophet plugin. Let me pull up an instance of the Prophet plugin. They do look different. This one does take much more space. Just an improved UI, just a more modern style, and then also new features, of course. Alright, so that's my first look into the collection. This is actually the first beat I made after purchasing the update, and I gotta say, great difference. At first I was a little hesitant because I was looking at the new things. It wasn't too crazy, you know what I mean? At least it didn't seem like it. But once I got into it and once I dived into the new things like the new piano, the new Prophet, you know, to me, when I first saw, I was like, oh, little updates here and there, what's that gonna do, right? But it actually makes a big sound difference. It sonically just sounds better, more rich, so I could definitely recommend it. So that's my first impressions. Like I said, I will have a lot of videos diving into other new things For example, the new Analog Lab updates, they include 14 preset banks, so a bunch of new sounds. Of course, Analog Lab, the whole point of it is presets and running sounds through it. There's a new Korg synth I haven't looked at yet, and then of course the full version of Augmented Strings. Have yet to dive into that, but I can't imagine it being that much different than the intro. More sounds and more tweakability as opposed to the old one, which is pretty much just presets. That's gonna be it for this one. If there's anything part of the collection that you really want me to take a look at, or you're really on the fence about, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely try to get a video out about that. Before we go, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. See you guys next time. Peace.